Today I am making 3 fresh juices that are packed with vegetables and fruit.
I think it's good.
Yeah, it's refreshing. Taste good and hopefully even earn the term healthy. We'll talk about that. Greetings and welcome to or welcome back to PB with Jay. Here on the channel we focus on all things plant-based goodness. And I'll be honest, I am not the kind of person who goes to juicing, generally speaking, because my concern is always density of sugar, density of things, like what you strip away from food too. So for me, I look at juice as like, well, you've stripped away the fiber. You've stripped away some of the nutrients. And look, that's not to say there's everything wrong with juicing. You know, when you get juice, you get a lot of liquid. You still get vitamins, you still get minerals, you still get the flavor, really. But what you're leaving behind is something that is crucial, which is fiber. And if your goal is to be healthy, fiber is not just some kind of magical side character. Fiber is important. Fiber is like that friend that shows up with the snacks and helps you clean all the junk out. So one of the things I want to consider while I'm making this video is whether or not juicing works for someone who is trying to eat on a whole food plant-based diet. And you're gonna get recipes too, don't worry, you're gonna get recipes, I promise. So my question today is this: can we make juices today that are mostly vegetables, still taste delicious, aren't just sugar water, and create pulp that I could actually use in something else? Because the next video that's coming out after this one is going to be me doing just that, using all of the pulp that is created from the juice I make today to try to turn it into actual food. So today we've got 3 juices on the menu: a green mineral lemonade, a beet-carrot citrus juice, and third, a savory garden juice. Think of it like my version of a homemade V8 drink. And for each one, we're gonna talk about what's in it, why those ingredients are useful, and what I could potentially do with the pulp, which again, I'm gonna show you in the next video. Okay, look, so before we start making the juice, I just wanna set up a couple ground rules. Look, juicing can be very, very useful, right? It can be a very, very good way to get more fruits and vegetables into your day for people that don't like to eat fruit and vegetables. It can be refreshing. It can also be a really, really good way to use up some sad produce that's in your fridge or on your counter. But I want to be very, very clear about something from the get-go. Drinking juice is not better than eating fruits and vegetables in their whole natural state. Whole plants come with fiber. Fiber helps with feeling full. It helps with digestion, blood sugar regulation, gut health, and all those other boring adult things that turn out to be actually important. Sorry. And when you juice, you remove a lot of that fiber. So here's how I like to think about juice. Juice is not a meal replacement. Juice is not a cleanse. Juice is not like a wellness loophole where you had to drink 9 apples in 20 seconds and call it wellness. Think of juice like this. Juice is an add-on. It's a way for you to sneak some extra plants in, especially if your juice can be mostly vegetables with some, fruit thrown in just to help with the flavor. So here are my rules for making a whole food plant-based friendly juice. Rule number 1, mostly vegetables. In these juices today, I'm gonna be aiming for 80% vegetables and 20% fruit. Not because we need to get at a calculator and keep score, because fruit-heavy juices can become sugar factories real fast. Rule number 2, small servings. I'm not drinking a bathtub full of this. We're talking like 8 to 12 ounces max. Rule number 3, no added sugar other than the fruit. If we need to add sugar to this thing, we have failed. Rule number 4, I have to be able to use the pulp in something else. And rule number 5, taste matters. I don't care how many nutrients these things have. If it tastes like wet grass, I'm not drinking it. The first recipe I'm going to attempt here, I like to call green mineral lemonade. This is for the people who like the idea of a green juice, but don't want it to taste like the underside of a lawnmower. Here's what's going in. 1 large cucumber, 3 ribs of celery, a couple big handfuls of kale or spinach. I'm using kale today, which is definitely gonna lean more towards the lawnmower vibe, but if you're of weaker will, go with the spinach. 1 green apple and 1 peeled lemon. Do not forget to remove the peel. I've made that mistake for you in the past. You're welcome. 1 piece of ginger and a small handful of parsley or mint. Strong recommendation goes to the mint for this one. Now when it comes to actually making the juice, I like to sandwich the greens in between heavier things because it helps push them down. So I would honestly put in the kale first and then put everything else on top of it. All right, so let's break down kind of the idea behind this juice. The cucumber and the celery are gonna give us a lot of liquid. So we don't have to rely on stuff like fruit for volume here. The greens are gonna bring in a nice plant goodness, and the apple is gonna bring sweetness. The lemon's gonna brighten it up, and the ginger is gonna give it that little kick that you want, that lets you know it's bringing the health. But again, do not throw out this pulp because we're gonna be using it in our next video. So for this pulp, we've got some cool stuff going on here. We've got cucumber, celery, greens, herbs, lemon, ginger, and apple. This might sound crazy, but my first thought of what I wanna do with these in the next video is to try to make some crackers using them. Let me know what you think about that down below and what you would use it for. Okay, so we're gonna try these in batches. So the first one up is, are you excited?
No. I think it's good.
Yeah, it's refreshing. Like, I think if you wanted it to be more lemonade-y, you could add a little bit more lemon. But it's nice. It's like, it's smoother than I thought it would be.
It's not really lemony.
I think I might rename it. But there's enough lemon there. Like if you think about like a combination of like real lemonade, it's definitely lemony. I taste the lemon a lot.
I think I would have tasted it more if you left the peel in, but.
It's a callback to a mistake I made many moons ago. By many moons, I mean last week. I like that. Would you drink that again?
Yes. Can you give it over here?
Annie approved. Oh, she wants more. That one's Annie approved. We're gonna keep that one out.
Can I finish this cup?
Yeah, go for it. Next up, I'm gonna make a beet-carrot citrus juice. Beet juice gets talked about a lot for its health benefits because it's full of nitrates, and nitrates are the kind of thing that help with blood pressure and blood flow. Let's be clear here, that does not mean that beet juice is medicine. What it does mean is that it's an interesting ingredient to include in your juice, and it probably tastes really good as long as it's not the core ingredient, which is not what we're doing here. You're gonna have to peel that beet. Your hands are gonna get red unless you put gloves on. That's just how it's gonna go. You get over it. Red hands, that's your new nickname. I'm calling you red hands. In this, we're throwing in 1 medium beet, 3 large carrots, 1 peeled orange, 1 peeled lemon. Again, I cannot stress enough, peel those citruses. Don't learn from my mistakes. Half a cucumber and a piece of ginger. If you have fresh turmeric, put a little bit of that in there too. Otherwise, you could throw in like a 1/4 teaspoon at the end. You can just stir it in. Ideally, this one should be sweeter than the last juice we just made, but we are still keeping it very vegetable heavy. The carrots are gonna give it sweetness and body. The beet is gonna give it a nice earthiness and that crazy awesome color. And the citrus job is to keep it all from tasting like soup. And the ginger and turmeric, if you put it in, are gonna keep it a little sharp. And just remember with those beets, they're gonna stain everything. Your cutting board, your clothing, your hands, potentially your spirit. Now for the pulp of this juice, what I'm thinking of using it in is a burger. I think the beet combination with the other things that are in there, there's not too much sweetness. There's a little bit from the citrus, but there won't be a ton in that pulp because we got rid of the peel, right? That's my first instinct on this. Let me know in the comments down below what you would use this pulp for. All right, next up we got...
What is that? Is there any fruit juice?
Beet citrus.
Oh.
Beet-carrot citrus juice. They're all fruit juices. I was going with like 20% fruit, 80% vegetable to make them healthy. I like it. I really like it. That one tastes more like an orange juice. Like there's orange and there's lemon in there. Like you can't really taste the beet.
What do you mean?
You really taste the beet?
Yeah.
Is it super earthy to you?
That's the only thing I can taste.
Really?
Yeah, I like this one.
I get the hit of orange first. Oh, the carrot? That's nice. You don't like this one?
Nope.
Why not?
I could taste the beet. It tastes like do you wash the beets?
Yeah, I peeled them.
Why'd you have to think about that?
Well, because I was like, I didn't wash them.
Well, let me try it again.
All right.
Why do you have to slurp every time you take a sip?
That's how I roll.
I don't think
It's for the ASMR people out there. And for the people that really hate our food sounds.
I think it's in the middle.
It's in the middle. I like it. I think it's like, it's sweeter. It's gonna be the sweetest one we'll have for sure. All right, so the last juice we're gonna make here is the one that I'm most curious about because it is definitely not what we would classify as a sweet juice. We're making this savory garden juice, which is, you know, essentially think of it like a V8 type juice, but it's gonna taste fresher, brighter, but without it tasting like it came out of a metal can at a hotel breakfast. That's the goal. This one's actually really, really practical too because it uses up what's typical, you know, grocery produce you probably have at home. We're gonna throw in 4 ripe tomatoes, 1 red bell pepper, 2 ribs of celery, 2 carrots, half a cucumber, half a lemon or lime, and a small handful of parsley or basil. If you wanna spice it up a little bit, you can throw a little bit of garlic or jalapeno in here. And when I say a little bit, I can't stress that enough. Also, once it's done, you can throw your own hot sauce in as well, if that's your sort of thing. Nutritionally, this is the one that's gonna give you the best bang for your buck because it's almost entirely vegetables. And by almost entirely, I mean it's entirely vegetables. Well, that's not true. There's a little bit of citrus in there, but not very much. This thing's not trying to be a dessert. It's trying to be a drinkable garden. Now, my thought for what I wanna do with this one is I think I'm gonna turn this pulp into like a vegetable spice that I can use when I don't have like broth in the fridge. So I'm gonna kind of try to dehydrate and turn it into a powder. Let me know what you would do with this pulp down below.
My stomach hurts.
Oh!
Let me smell. No, that's good enough. And there's peppers in here. It smells
Right?
like a sauce, not a drink. Okay, put it in your mouth. Well, if somebody likes that.
That's not bad. Oh, she's going back.
It tastes like I'm like drinking throw up. Like, oh, it doesn't taste like that. Like it feels.
Oh,
like
the texture? Yeah, the texture is,
tomato.
it's a bit thick.
Well, zooey mama.
Oh, you like it though.
I don't know.
I know what you mean. The texture is like a little bit thicker, but I think that's just true of tomato juice.
I don't feel like it feels wrong to be drinking it.
It feels wrong to be drinking it. I mean, this is the least sweet one, but this is the most vegetable of it. But I think if you like V8 or something, this is definitely a cleaner, fresher version of it. I'm not a big tomato person for like raw tomatoes.
Why? They're so good.
Well, but I don't know why. I just grew up, but like the idea of tomato juice, like
You just grew up a weirdo.
I did grow up weird up. Now should we mix them all together?
No. Should we try it all mixed together?
I mean, I kind of want to.
Okay. Whoa!
No, that's an even amount. I put about the same amount of each one in there.
Okay, I changed my mind. I'm not putting that in my mouth. You can go.
The beet juice has not
You
changed
can
it.
smell this.
Like this, Lego, Legolas.
What do you think?
Oh, it's got layers to it. It's not bad.
Yeah. I'm good.
Like it's not.
It's like when we mixed all the bubbly flavors together. Like it just tastes like sour.
It tastes more
And
sour.
it doesn't really taste like anything else.
No, it's not bad though.
I like the color.
Yeah. What was your favorite?
I don't know. But oh, this one obviously.
The green one?
Yes.
Yeah. Cheers. All right. Thanks, Nanny.
You're welcome.
Go have a nap. So what are my final thoughts? Is juicing worth it on a whole food plant-based diet? The answer is sometimes. Honestly, as long as you're not using it to replace vegetables and fruit within your diet, I say go for it from time to time. Don't use it as your optimal goal for health. I've done juice cleanses in the past, and honestly, I don't know if they provided, it's hard to know if those things actually have long-term benefits, especially because I was already eating pretty healthy when I was doing those things. And I don't know, for me, it was just like the idea of like, you know, quote unquote, starving myself and feeling lightheaded and having a headache for a few days. It's not my idea of a good time. That said, if you think by juicing, you'll have an opportunity to add more vegetables and fruit into you or your family's week, I say go for it. That said, just don't think that juicing is suddenly this health halo that's going to fix everything in your life. Don't be that person that drinks a bottle of green juice and says, it's basically salad. It's not basically salad. You're missing out on so many of the things that come with the whole food. Salad has fiber. Salad makes you chew. Salad does not disappear inside of your body within 12 seconds and then have you standing at the fridge wondering what else there is. So my general thoughts are, yes, juicing can be healthy on a whole food plant-based diet, but eating whole food plants is better. And if you're gonna juice, go by my formula. Go with 80% vegetables, 20% fruit, and don't throw out the pulp. Try to use it for something else, which is exactly what we're gonna do in the next video. So keep an eye out for that. It's coming out in a couple of days. And if it's already out, I'll put a link up here and you can get to it right there. Otherwise, hit the like button to let YouTube know to share with other people. Subscribe for more videos like this. And yeah, check out the other videos that we got premiering here on the screen for you. Okay, bye.